no manager here till tomorrow.
I was up there about 5 o'clock this afternoon. Were you working there? Because I was very
No.
violated. I was getting me a nice, good cherry Slurpee. He just walked up and just grabbed my buttocks. I was appalled and told me that I was gay, and I'm like, I'm not gay. Do I sound gay? And this person swore up and down that I was a homosexual.
No, they won't be here until after 2
Is the person I'm going
tomorrow.
to speak with, are they homosexual? Because I'm very leery of homosexuals now.
No, not at all.
Okay. Okay. It's what's the person I'm going to be speaking with? Because I'm just sitting here shaking. I'm still distraught over this person grabbing my buttocks.
It would be Lottie. Laddie.
Laddie. Now, do you guys allow this normal behavior in your 7-Eleven stores?
No,
Because I mean,
not at
it was
all.
on camera. I told the guy, the cashier. I told the cashier what happened. He told me, "Oh well." He said it's common to happen here, and he said just deal with it. It's Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And I'm like, what? And I was very offended, and he just told me to get out, and wouldn't even let me buy my Slurpee. Just told me to leave. Said I'm being a disruptive in the store, but I didn't do nothing. A guy came up and grabbed my buttocks.
Um, then you need to talk to the owner, and his name is Harvey, and he's in and out throughout the day. I hear he'll probably be here tomorrow morning about 9 or 10.
About 9 or 10, because I'm so distraught. I can't even gamble right now.
Yeah, that's the one you need to talk to. Harvey's the owner.
Okay, he's the owner now. Has he ever had anything that's happened like this? Because the other cashier that was working second shift said this is common stuff that happens.
Not that I know of.
I couldn't believe it. I was just appalled. The guy, he came in this like thong, and I was like, "Can this happen in Vegas?" And he just pranced around, grabbed my butt, and goes, "It can happen anywhere," and just walked out. And the cashier just sat there and laughed. And I'm like, I tried to call the cops. He goes, "What are you gonna do? Call the cops and say you were harassed by a homosexual?" And I'm like, "Well, hello."
I'm not real sure what they can do, but you can talk to the owner about it.
Okay, now is it possible that I can get a copy of this video, because I'm totally distraught, and I got the media involved. That just they could not believe that you guys would let a cashier even still stay on the job. When I called, he hung up on me 3 times.
Um, you will have to talk to the owner about the video too.
Okay, now that's got to get released, doesn't it? So it shows proof that he grabbed my buttocks.
I don't know anything. I didn't get here till 10 o'clock tonight, so
Have you ever had that
last
happen to
night.
you? Have someone come in and just ask to grab your buttocks, or just come in and grab your buttocks?
No.
No, I mean, I feel violated. Wouldn't you feel violated?
I guess so, yeah.
I mean,
All I
it's
can
hard to
say
talk to a
is,
cop to say a man touched me. They look at me weird. I mean, how would you go to a cop and say another man fondled me, and they're calling me gay? I'm like, I don't come off as gay. I'm totally not gay. And I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I don't prance around like a homosexual. I was just coming in your store to get a cherry Slurpee, and then he wouldn't even let me buy the cherry Slurpee. He knocked it out of my hands and told me to leave. The cashier did that. I was so appalled I cried, and my shoes fell off.
now that's hard to believe. I'll let you talk to the manager, but that's hard to believe.
Yeah, I was appalled. That's why I want to get the video and make sure the video gets shown that this guy knocked it out of my hands and would not make me a sale of the cherry Slurpee. He laughed when I got
Okay,
my
well,
buttocks.
all right, well, you definitely need to call back and ask for Harvey.
Call back and
He's the
ask
one
for
that can
Harvey.
do the
Now, if
most
I
for
come
you.
up later with an officer, would you be able to release me the videotape if I come up with an officer?
No, ma'am. The office is closed.
Ma'am, I'm a guy. I'm sorry, I'm a male.
The only person that can open up the office is the manager or the owner.
The manager. So if I bring an officer up, would you be able to call the owner? and have him come up and release the video?
Not not till tomorrow morning.
Not till tomorrow morning. So what happens if, per
Uh,
se,
this morning at between 9 and 10.
okay, between 9 and 10. So you couldn't contact him even if a officer shows up demanding, saying, you need to contact him, we need to get this resolved. This man's buttocks was fondled while getting a cherry Slurpee.
Not at, it's 6:08.
Yep,
Um,
it's a 6:08. Yeah, it'd be about 3 hours.
No, not till 9 o'clock this morning.
9 o'clock. Okay, well, I'll have to come in at 9 because it's just I was very violated, and when another man come up and touch me like that, I felt very. I'm not even from Las Vegas. I'm only in for the weekend till this Sunday. I'm in for the week on a business trip. I came in to buy a Slurpee, and another man fondled me, and I'm like, this is my first time in Vegas, and it's like, wow, this is not an experience I like. I mean,
All I can say is you can come in at between 9 and 10, and
Between-
they can help you out.
between 9 and 10.
Between
Now,
9 and 10, yes.
now, how late do you guys serve alcohol there at 7-Eleven?
We sell it all night.
You sell it all. That's beautiful. Because see, where I'm from, they only go till 3. We can get drunk all night. You want to have a beer when you get off with me? You sound very helpful to me. Would you like to have a beer on me?
Well, I get up at 6, and I usually go back to bed.
Oh,
I go to bed.
Well, we could have
I
a beer.
know. Oh, I appreciate it, but I don't think so.
Oh, that's okay. You want to go to the casino when you wake up?
Oh, I don't wake up till 5, 6 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, I know how that goes. I just feel very violated, and I need someone close right now. And you just are really helpful.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I know.
Like I said, the only one that can help you is the owner, and he will be here tomorrow.
Now, I don't know how your laws are in Las Vegas, but when I was leaving, I saw the cashier walk out to the side because there was nobody else there, and he fired up a marijuana joint. Now, are you guys allowed to smoke marijuana on the job? Because I could smell
No.
the hint. Yeah, he said it was a rolled up, what was it, a bugler? And I said, what's that? He goes, it's a rolled cigarette. Leave me alone. And said, leave or I'll call the cops. Now, I was just wondering if he could sit there and smoke. He said it was a rolled up cigarette, but I smelt the hint of marijuana because I know what that smells like. Because I'm from California and it's legal there for medical use. So I didn't know if he said it was a bugler rolled up homemade cigarette is what he said. And I was just like, no, there ain't no way a homemade cigarette smells like that. And then he
Now,
picked
this
up.
was the guy that hit you in the butt, right?
No, this was your cashier. The guy that squeezed and hit me in the butt ran off and left. And I told the cashier what he looked like. Can I use your phone to call the officer? And that's when he slapped the cherry Slurpee out of my hand and told me to leave. And I left crying. And as I was walking away to my car, he lit up that and I smelt it. And I was like, hey, that's a marijuana cigarette. And he goes, leave. That's a bugler. You don't know what you're talking about. I'll call the cops. So I left because I didn't want to cause no problems. And he just sat there and
Now
just...
Okay, now you know this one is we're at Buffalo, Washington, right?
Yes, Buffalo and Washington. That's where I was at.
Okay, because this doesn't sound like the guy that was here.
Oh, yeah, it was. He was just bluntly rude to me when he just told me I was I excuse my French, but he called me a pussy because I was crying because somebody else violated me. And he called me a pussy, and I'm like, well, have you ever had that happen to you? He goes, just buck up and be a man.
Okay, well, you definitely need to talk to Harvey then.
I need to talk to Harvey because I'm so distraught right now. I'm just so... Is there any way you can get Harvey to come up here tonight? Because I just don't know if I can take this. Because he violated
Like I said,
me. My cherry Slurpee fell on the floor.
I can't, like I said, my hands are tied until 9, 10 o'clock this morning. But the manager will be here.
All right. I just don't know what to do. I mean, I'm just so distraught right now.
Yeah, like I said, you'd have to wait till the boss got here.
I mean, I'm literally, I'm now I look behind my shoulder every time I'm walking around now, hoping someone don't grab my ass. It's that distraught. I mean, you should know you know what that's like to have to look over your shoulder now to wonder if someone's going to come up and just fondle your buttocks. Now, every time I go to purchase a cherry Slurpee, that's in my mind, that dude fondling my buttocks.
Like I said, I'm sorry, but they can probably figure out, they could probably talk to you tomorrow. No, I keep saying tomorrow. This morning at 10 o'clock.
Okay, I will call him. I will call it 9, 10 o'clock. It's Harvey I got to speak with?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you've been such a great help. Who am I speaking with?
This is Dee.
Hi, Dee. All right, Dee. My name's Jason.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'll probably, hopefully I can see you when I come in at 9 o'clock. And at least just tell you thank you. You've been a lot.
All right, I appreciate that.
Will you have a good night?
You too.
I'll be calling Harvey, because you think Harvey will let me get a cherry Slurpee?
I would think so. He'll probably just come in and talk to him.
All right, because I still really want my cherry Slurpee, but would he stand behind me so no one else will grab my buttocks while I'm filling my cherry Slurpee? Because I'm really worried about that. I said, would he stand behind me while I'm filling my cherry Slurpee up when I come in so I can be reassured that no one else will try to fondle my buttocks?
No, he'll probably take you to the side where you won't be around anybody, but you and him will talk.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll just have to go in his office and I'll show him the time that I came in. He'll see that cashier slap it out of my hand and that other person, and I can't believe they wore a thong, but they wore a thong, and grabbed my buttocks.
I hate to break it off, but I've got a delivery, so I've got to go sign him in and stuff. But
okay,
call Harvey this morning at.
It's been very great. You've been a great help. 9 and 10, I'm going to call and I'm going to talk to Harvey. I'm going to come up and get my cherry Slurpee. You've been a great help.
Okay.
All right. You take it easy. Evening. You too, sweetie. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
SMR.